Bishop,
please allow me.
It's not your turn. It's not your turn. It's not your turn. Let her proceed.
So can I also argue that they will say that, oh, God gave the original blueprint of God's original idea is that God gave Adam one wife. So anything that comes one wife, anything that does not align with that one is wrong. Now let me show you two things. One, originally, God did not also make man with shirt and dress. So can we say that if the nature of man, please allow me. When you were talking, I didn't interrupt. Number two, Jesus said, I will build my church and the gate of hell shall not prevail against it, right? So can I also argue in that same sense that, so I will build my church. Why do we have churches? It's supposed to be one church. Because Jesus said, I will build my church. That is the same analogy you people are using. Now, again, why is it that God himself told David that if you had wanted more, I would have given you? Number three.
Masa Tobo. I have the Okasapa. Go back some more. Why? Me Jedidia. Me person catch us say polygamy is a sin to ask Christianity. Apostle Tobo. Apostle Akebuso say when the Quran says it's not a sin, but you don't want to say it, which is not true.
Apostle okay. Polygamy.
No, me for polygamy. Yes, I know where this is coming from. Okay. I know some people that have found themselves in this situation and they are feeling very condemned. A lot of people in that situation have stopped going to church. You remember a lady came on my live and said that because she was married as a second wife, she was so condemned that she had to leave church. So she wasn't going to church again. You understand? There are a lot of people who are already in such situations. Even in Ghana here, there are some of our tribes.
Once, so be aware and they come to the church. And if you are more yes or yes, I know
you can tell the person
the wife,
except
that the person maybe desires to be a bishop. But we are not encouraging people to do polygamy.
Is that not the same thing I'm saying?
Also, why are you listening to me?
You just said what I'm saying. That the restriction is for bishops.
We have more teachings. I'm telling you.
Man, teachings. Because from the Bible, it doesn't sound well. No, it won't sound well to you. It won't sound well to you, but it will sound well to somebody who has also.
Can you give me one scripture? Can you give me one scripture that says Nyanko Party says polygamy?
Yes.
Can you give me one scripture?
Yes.
Give me.
Yes.
Give me.
Yes.
Quote me.
Joash. The Bible said Joash. The Bible recommended there was a king who ruled over Israel. His name was Joash. The Bible said he lived a righteous life all the days of his life. The Bible first of all said that he lived a righteous life all the days of his life. And then the next verse, the Bible said he was married to 2 wives. So it means that God saw the wife having 2 wives still as a righteousness.
In the Old Testament, according to the book of Hebrews, was say old apam and one from Swanti. New covenant, so you can't stand on that
has nothing to do with the old covenant.
What are you talking about? In the Bible,
the offerings was part of the old covenant. Because in the old covenant, people were giving offering. In
the Old Testament, but in the New Testament, Jesus is not allowed. Quote me one scripture in New Testament here. I'll bet me a quote to say polygamy. Right, in
the New Testament, maybe in the New Testament, you know. Wow, because it was purposely focused on writing letters about the doctrine of the new faith, you know.
Because of sexual immorality, let each man have his own wife. He didn't say wives.
Okay,
and
Fire, thank you.
Husband.
Fire, if I tell you that we are about to go to Kumasi, but let each man use his own car, am I trying to say that you can only have one car? The point in that statement is the ownership. The car should be yours. Your own. Let each man have his own. And
each wife.
Yes. No, you
because
can't say
of social immorality. Let each man have his own wife.
English. My brother, this is simple English language. You can't say let each man have his own wife. It doesn't make sense. This is English. It is the same as what Jesus said when he said, I will build my church. But then in the book of Revelation, he said, write a letter to 7 churches. But Jesus said, I will build my church. But later he said, write a letter to 7 churches. So if I am married to 3 women, they are all my own wives. If I'm married to 2 women,
Apostle.
they are all my own wives.
No.
Oh,
You can't bishop. You can't bishop for an answer. We can't First Timothy. We say the scripture is for bishops. That's why I quote 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 2. No, say it's not only for bishops. Young for Bible don't. Number 2, me the Bible don't change. Me we suppose raise when you man. Obia wale awasheka wa wale washeka wa true or false washe. Suppose raise the polygamy to man in the Bible bit me wale 300. So wale martena. Me person that's all the cover the shine fan. Me we wale me aba me so make catch us the kawale bi. Nti say marten. What the ring ne be shine fan. Me you Bible don't change.
Fire. Mami you are not me time nti. Kawashe any Bible mu. Kawashe Egyptian culture. Also for what they kawashe wo.
Mrs. Ye Bible ne ton chanya. I'm talking about your culture mu na ye kasa. Enti me kasa but I what you part.
Ya na nanom no mo sharing. Ya brofo no mo de sanyama ni na ba.
Me patro ablofo dey o yade atum uhyebi. Me so wale amehyebi. So if you allow to marry 10 women, what the ring ne be saying?
Me once I me be ma me sheka wa no e kire say I am a married man. Eni se obia be she me kawa ni bi ansa na me hu say okay ma me bi sa wasem. Tama na David e ware ma 4, Solomon ware ma 300, no de kawa ne she.
Good. What about Bible? Say sana wo kan here. And me so person me say emfitiase no. Onyame bo obema no. Obo baba akope. Ti say
me mo 2 because obade ni nan so baako. But the point is that it does not negate the fact that the woman become the man's possession. So I say obema ne kan oba wa ware ne eka ne njapade ho. Enti sisi oba no, you are now owned by somebody. When you are owned by somebody, you can't have another owner. But
you are right.
The owner
is it your own explanation you are giving, or you are quoting this one from the Bible?
No, this is biblical. Exodus chapter 20.
Okay.
When it was the 10th law, we are no longer under the law anyway. But I'm just using that to say so. Oh, also for my time is up for prayers.
No problem. But the only thing I want to tell your people that polygamy is a sin to us. We Christians, it's a sin. That's all.
What I would say is that I may not encourage somebody to go in, but if somebody is here who is already married as a second wife or is married to 2 wives, I want you to know that God does not judge you. He does not condemn you because you are married to that.
God will judge you. God will condemn you. You have to stitch with He won't.
No,
he won't.
There is no one scripture that proves what you are saying. There is no one scripture.
First Timothy and First
Timothy is talking about elders of the church. You see, are they elders of the church?
What are you talking? Okay, how can God allow elders of the church to marry 1, but ordinary person to marry 4? How possible?
No, I'm asking. So you see, you are saying, okay, if everybody was married to 1, why is that a requirement? Also, say if we are all supposed to marry 1, why is that a requirement? Why is Paul telling Timothy that I'm coming? Why is Paul telling Timothy that Timothy, when you are going to choose elders for the church, look for those who have only one wife? If everybody is married to 1, why is it a requirement?
Because of no good. That is why God will never tell you, say, bishop. No, don't laugh. And say, bishop of a bar and not but ordinary or be on the bishop of or bad and let that bishops. No,
it is because let me show you why. Let me show you why. It is because of the workload of ministry. So Apostle Paul was putting that restriction because he knows that if a leader of the church has multiple wives, he will not have the concentration to do the work. You know that
if that is the case. If that is the case, then don't come out and say polygamy is good for people also too. We have some people, they are not leaders in the church, but they are leaders in their company. They work for some people.
The Bible is not talking about leaders in company. It's talking about leaders of the church.
Leaders of the church now can want some.
We don't have bishops in companies. We don't have bishops in companies. He said, anyone desires to be a leader,